Hi everyone, this is my 9 by New Year's update. I did record this before, but the lighting wasn't great and you couldn't really see anything. So I've moved down to a different area and I'm going to try it again, see if this one's any better. So I'm just going to run through them in the order that they're written down in my book. And yeah, this is a Pantastic Ladies collab. Check them out on Facebook, they're awesome. And yeah, let's go. So the first thing that's on this list is the Happy Booster Blush. Now this I'm hoping to hit pan in again. It's something that I've had to repress a couple of times because I've knocked it off the off a table or a bench or whatever, and it smushed, so I had to repress it back a few weeks ago, and now you can see that there is some obvious signs of usage happening, a little bit of a dip happening. Weight wise it hasn't changed much, it's like 0.01 of a gram that's been used. Mind you, I'm going to try and do an update every week or two. So my last update was only, I think, about 10 days ago. So weight wise there's not been a lot of usage, but you can definitely see there's a dip starting to happen there. So next I've got the Planet Spa Lip Balm from Avon. Love the scent of this one. Sorry, allergies are playing up. Certainly expanding the empty area of this one. I guess you could call it the pan. Whoops. This one has actually had a bit of weight change. This one's down to 8.01 grams, where last time I measured it was 8.13. It's something I tend to only use when I know my hands are fairly clean. I don't tend to use it too much during the day or carry it in my pocket or anything. And I've definitely cleared some more out of it. Certainly cleared out around the top edges of it, so you can see more of the side showing through. And you can see that this one is one that when I had a dog, he grabbed it in his gob, and you can actually start to see that I've made it to another one of the gaps in the, over this side, gaps in the paper label on the bottom. So yeah, you can see that I've got a fair bit out of that one. So hopefully we'll get that one done by the end of the year. Next I've got the Just Unforgettable Body Spray from Avon. This one, my goal is to get to the top of the box. It's about there, that line there, the top of that box there. This one's currently at 174.72 grams, which I've actually used about over 3.5 grams, or just under 3.5 grams. Can't read if that's 2 or 1, since the last update. So yeah, I use this pretty much every day. Now that we're getting into warmer weather, it's a good sort of summery fragrance that I can spray on and doesn't annoy anyone at work too much by being overpowering. The next thing I've got is a tinted moisturiser, another Avon one. This one I've used about 1.2 grams from the last weigh. It was 24, it's now 22.8. And if you hold it up to the light or a torch, sitting probably around about here, maybe a little bit higher on that side. It's a bit weird the way it sits in the tube. No matter how much I just let it sit and bang it or whatever, it always seems to cling more on one side than the other. But yeah, can't see any reason why I can't get it done by the end of the year. It's something I use most days, either by itself or mixed in with a more matte foundation that I don't particularly like, which is in another project. Next I've got the Becca highlighter, or skin perfector rather, in Vanilla Quartz. This one I'm hoping to hit pan on. Got reasonable dip happening there. Not sure how deep the pans are. I don't think they can be massively deep. Just looking at the packaging and the fact that there's a hole there and where it sits in there. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be this month, but I'm thinking it will be by the end of the year. Yeah, I use this pretty much every day. And I was inspired to put this in a project by Too Much Tash. She did a how many uses on one of these little fellas. And yeah, I think I should be right to hit pan by the end of the year on this one. Next I've got some Fix Plus samples which I forgot to bring down, so give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'm around about the same place I was before. So these two I was hoping to use up. This one I think I've got as much out using the sprayer as I can. This one's basically the top of that bit of the eye there under the dot. Shouldn't have any trouble getting these used up as long as I remember to go looking for them, because they tend to disappear in the bottom of my makeup bag. And then I'm hoping that I know I can pull them apart. I'm hoping that I can put all the little bits in one of these together and use up a bit more of them that way, and then I've got a heap of these. I'm thinking when I get to the last one, whatever happens to be left will go in my big bottle of Fix Plus. But yeah, one of them's done, the other one shouldn't be a problem. Next is the thing I actually hit my goal on. So this is an eyeshadow in a quad from MAC that I was hoping to hit pan on. It's pretty hard to see because it is only a tiny little bit of pan. But it's this shade here that I've now got pan on. Oh, I think you might actually be able to see it in there. Yeah, it's teeny tiny little pan in there, which was my goal for this project. So I've managed to achieve that, so I've now got the pan in the two of those shades. Got reasonable dips in the other two as well happening. As you can probably tell from the packaging, this is one of the older style matte quads, and be really glad to get some really good use out of it. I'd really love to use it up, but I think that's going to take me a while. I just keep chipping away until I'm sick of it, and then I might, thinking maybe at the end of the year I'll try a different one next year and maybe come back to this one a bit later. I do really like the colours. I use it most days because I think it's something that's a little bit colourful but still something I can wear to work and it doesn't look ridiculous all over the top or anything. But yeah, as I said, it is very old, so I'd love to get it used. The next thing I've got is a hand cream from Avon in Vanilla Peppermint. This one is actually saying, from the last time I measured it, that I used 6.35 grams, which actually seems reasonably impressive. It's very runny, this one, and it's a fairly sort of wide container. But yeah, my aim is to get to this line here, bottom of that there, and I'm around about here at the moment. I think I can do it. It was kind of sitting around about there, where those two leaves kind of meet. And I think it's now down closer to about this line here, where that candy cane is. You can see it. It's probably about there now. Yeah, so probably about there. The last thing I've got is this eyeshadow in Celestial Taupe. My goal on this one is to hit pan. This is something I've had to repress a couple of times because it's broken a couple of times. It was originally baked. I don't think the pan in this, from memory, is very deep because it was a baked product. So it sort of sits up rather than right down in the pan. I probably actually have pan over here, but that was just in the way that I pressed it. So at the moment I'm aiming to try and hit pan over on the side here. I think it's something that I can achieve by the end of the year. I mean, it's a fairly I don't even know if that's going to show up. Okay, yeah, that was probably a waste of time, wasn't it? Just a good thing that I can just sort of pop over the lid for an easy look if I'm running a bit short of time. Sorry about the terrible swatch. Yeah, so that's my 9 products. I've got one down with 8 to go. I don't think anything should cause me any problems at this stage. At this stage I'm still reasonably hopeful that I'll be able to get them all done. Can't see any reason why I won't. This one I may have slightly overestimated how far I'll get with it, but we shall see. But yeah, I can't see any reason why I can't actually have a 100% success rate on this one this year. So fingers crossed, and we'll see how we go. Thank you for watching, and please check out all the other Pantastic ladies who are doing this one as well. Alrighty, thanks guys, bye.